Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the governor's power to reserve the bills for consideration of the present. So this actually come in the backdrop when the Rajasthan CM has said that the Rajasthan legislature has passed a bill for the farm laws. But the governor is actually sitting over those laws and not sending them to the extent of president and eventually delaying the whole process. We know that the farmers are agitating at Delhi against the various farms law, like specifically the three farms law which was recently passed by the parliament. So farmer agitation and the farm laws which was passed by the central government in the parliament in the recently had monsoon session, they were kind of in the new law which the Rajasthan government has made, they kind of circumvent around them, and those bills were passed by the legislature and they have to be agreed by the governor, or they had to be sent to president. But what the CM of Rajasthan, Mr. Ashok Gehlot, is saying that the governor is like sitting on the bill and is not sending it to the president. So this is the context, this is the background of this particular news. For your UPSC perspective, what is important for you to know? What are the exactly the powers of the governor regarding such things? So this is something which is important and we will focus about that in this video. So let's start. So the things which is mentioned about the power of the governor to send the bill to the president for accent is actually mentioned in the article 200. So remember, now for your just for your information, a lot of students has been asking that how important it is to actually learn all the articles. Like practically we have a very lengthy constitution. How can we remember all the articles? And that is very legit question, but the idea is that the more you read, the more you become familiarized with the topics, it would become easier. And there are certain articles which are important when you're talking about, like for an example, if this question comes in your mains answer, mains question, and you have to write a mains answer for it, in that case you have to define the article. They have not been asking about articles so much so in the prelims lately, but the idea that you should know at least the important and the major article of the constitution is important. Now coming back to the topic, according to Article 200, when a bill is passed by the legislature of the state is presented to the governor, he has four options. So now we know that same things happen in the union also, that the bill has to be passed, like certain bill need to be only passed in Lok Sabha, for an example your money bill. Like it, Rajya Sabha has very low power in it. It cannot amend, like it cannot withheld the money bill. So Lok Sabha has more power in case of money bill, but in case of ordinary power, ordinary bills, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha both has to pass the bill. Once it is passed, it will reach to president, and when the president actually notifies it, then it becomes an act. Similar thing happens in the case of a state legislative assembly. The bill will be given to the state legislative assemblies, and over here, like your legislative council have very less power. So it's mostly the state legislative assemblies which will be the one who will be like passing the bills, and in that case, it will go to governor. Now, once it reaches the governor, he has these following options. What are those? He can either assent the bill, he can say that okay, bill is fine, he can sign it, and then that bill will become an act. Or he can withhold his assent, or what we at times also known as the pocket veto. You must have read it about in your Lakshmikant, that they just keep the bill in the pocket, like that's the idea of pocket veto. Then he could reserve the bill for the consideration of president. Now this is also a power. In fact, this is the main one which we are discussing in this video, that he can reserve the bill for the consideration of president, or he could returns the bill to the legislature for reconsideration. Now this is something again very important. This power is not very much like this power is kind of curtailed in case of the president, but governor has such has the power to return the bill to the legislature for reconsideration more often. So these are the option, these four options. He can either agree that the bill is fine, I give it a go ahead, and then it becomes an act, or he could just withhold it, that I don't find it or I don't want to go anything about it. So then he could just withhold his accent. He does not say no, he doesn't say yes. So that's become the withholding. Then he can send it to the consideration of president. He feels that this bill needs to go to the president, he can do that. And he could also send it back to the legislature for reconsideration. For example, the governor feel that certain clauses of the act is not at par with the constitution or as ultra vires or any such thing, he could send it for the reconsideration of the state legislature assembly. So these are the four options which is available to the governor. Now let's see, when he send it to the president, what the president can do. So president shall declare either that he assent to the bill or that he withholds his assent therefrom. So this is something which is important, that once the bill from the governor reach the president, he can give the assent, like it become an act after that, or he could withhold his assent. Again, the exercise of what we known as pocket veto. But just remember, these power are for the non-money bill. So the money bill, the actually president does not have the power to send it for reconsideration. He can only either accept it or withhold it for the non-money bill. So when the bill is not a money bill, the president may direct the governor to return the bill to the house. So this is something, again, house or houses. Like in some state, we know that there are state assemblies as well as legislative councils also. So in the state where there is legislative council, it could be sent back to both. But in all, like for the easiness of this video, let's consider that it is being sent to state legislative assembly. But this power is only available for the bills which are not money bill. So in case of money bill, the president only has two options. He can assent or withhold. But in non-money bill, he can also send it back for the reconsideration of the House. House may send it back to the president with or without amendment within the 6 months. So now again, when this particular bill now reach the House again for reconsideration, the time limit for the House to actually send it back is the 6 months. Like within 6 months, the state legislative assembly or the legislative council also, they have to work it out some way that they have to send it back to the president with or without amendment. Now, this is something which is important, that it is not mentioned in the constitution whether it is obligatory on the part of the president to give his assent to such bill or not. Now, for the other scenario, when we are talking about in case of the parliamentary bills, the president has to give his assent when the bill is sent the second time. But in case of the bill which was referred from the governor, there is nothing mentioned in the constitution. So now it becomes the discretionary power of president. He can again withhold the bill, or he can like accept it. So he has the option. So this is something which become important over here, and there is no time limit also. So if you just see over here, once it reaches the president, again there is no time limit on him that when he should like send it back or give his assent or whatever it is. So he can again exercise the pocket veto even after it was sent for reconsideration. So these are very important, very basics and important concepts of polity. I will really advise you guys to go back to your Lakshmikant. It is a wonderful book. In fact, the holy gospel for your UPSC preparation of polity. Go to this book, again revise all the powers mentioned in terms of how the bill could be passed by the president as well as the governor. Now we just looked about how the bill could reach the president and what he could do about it. Now, are there certain provision which means that the governor has to go to the president, or that bills has to be reserved for the assent of president? The answer is yes. There are certain provision for which the governor has to go to the president, and the obligatory one. So there is one where it is like compulsory. There is no way governor can directly give assent to it, and that is when the state legislature, any bill or any law which is passed by the state legislature, endangers the position of state high court. So state high court, if they are like kind of trying to curtail its power or anything, in that case any such law has to be sent to the president. So this is something which is important. Apart from that, the governor can also reserve the bill if it is in the following nature. So Article 200 also say that these are other criteria which the governor should exercise while deciding whether that bill should be sent to president or not. For an example, this is ultra vires, which means it is generally against the provision of constitution. So we know that there are certain provision in constitution which has to be followed in letter and spirit while enacting any law. So if any law which is passed by the state legislature goes against the provisions of constitution, governor can send that bill to the president. Opposed by the directive principle of state policy, like for an example, we have the directive principle of directive principle of state policy for equal pay for equal work. Now in this case, just think about it, like if there is a state legislature which openly says that there is provision for paying more to the men, less to the women, or such kind of things if are there, that means it is opposing the DPSP. In that case, it will again, governor is entitled to send it to the president. Against the larger interest of the country, like a bill which could actually hurt the overall Indian interest, in that case also governor can send it to the president. Of grave national importance, any bill which is like very important for the nation as a whole, that could also be sent to the president for the accent. And then finally, dealing with compulsory accusation of property under Article 31A of the Indian Constitution. Like we know that the state at times acquire land, right, for undertaking various projects, like for an example construction of road. In that case, the if there is a state legislature bill talking about the compulsory accusation of land, that will also could reach to the president. So these are the criteria mentioned in the constitution. These are important for you. So this is a very important topic from your GS paper 2 polity, and such kind of question has been asked in UPSC for the mains and prelims. So I hope you have understood whatever we have discussed in this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.